So whenever I meet someone and I'm asked what I do, I tell them I'm a cardologer. I get a lot of confused looks. Most people have never heard of it, so they either immediately move on to another topic, or they walk away, or they're really nervous. So tonight I'm going to share what I do as a cardologer. Some people think I mean I'm a cardiologist, a heart surgeon. No, I don't cut open people's hearts or make the big bucks, but I help people understand their hearts. So cardology is the study of the practical application of the science within the deck of playing cards. It's what the deck was originally created for, and dates back to the days of Atlantis. Just like we each have an astrological sun sign, we each have a birth card. It reveals a lot of who you are, how you act, and what you came to do in this lifetime. This is a birth chart. The months are at the top, the days are on the side, and if you can quickly see what birth card you are. So I get to help people better understand who they are, and I love to help clients uncover their innate talents and gifts. I've seen people who have a secret passion, but they suppress it, and I expose it. I see a light bulb go off, and they begin to feel alive. So this is Gina, another cardiologist who was an airline stewardess. She was at a crossroads in her life, and she discovered she was a queen of diamonds, who has a talent for creativity, writing, and promoting things. So she decided to run with it. It changed her life. She wrote a book called Flying Between Heaven and Earth, which is being pursued by TV producers. She has written other books about the cards, and is currently setting up our first annual Cardology conference. Another thing I do is help people understand their relationships. This is probably the most common topic my clients want to talk about. They want to know why their spouse does what they do, how their marriage can be better, how to understand and get along with their colleagues, how to understand their family members or their children. In this system, there's a specific layout of the cards. We can look at it like a universal neighborhood, and we each have our spot where we live. My card is the 6 of clubs. One of my daughters is the 9 of hearts, and my other one is the 7 of spades. Because the cards utilize the 7 planets we're familiar with in astrology, we can understand the dynamics of each relationship. So if a parent is having a problem with a child, we can look to see what type of relationship they'll have with that child. As well, we can tell, according to the birth card, how that child will view and interact with their world. Just by knowing what suit they are tells us a lot about them. If they're a heart suit, they'll be youthful, creative, and they'll experience life through their emotions. Relationships are important to them. A clubs is all about ideas, communicating, and knowledge. They want to understand, study, and analyze their world. If they are a diamond suit, they need to know what value things have for them. Is it worth it? They seek to build their world. A spade suit needs to make theories a reality and experience life through their bodies and their work. They are driven by self-discipline and are industrious or workaholics caught up in the stress of life. This is my youngest daughter. We have a Mercury relationship, which means we have a lot we can talk about, and we enjoy doing that. But as well, her Pluto card is my birth card, which means I represent those things that she is trying to transform in her life. We will butt heads, and I will challenge her to go beyond what she thinks she is capable of. It creates a very intense relationship, and she was indeed my hardest child to deal with. But knowing this about her helped me to deal with that intensity in a positive way. I could stop referring to her as my rebellious child and see her actions from a new perspective. But what a difference it makes to know that each child will have a different type of relationship to you as a parent. Each child will have their view of life with different needs, desires, and challenges. We can then adjust to how we interact with them and raise them, giving them the support they truly need. So the other relationship issue I help clients with is, of course, dating and marriage. A great way to see how things will go when you first meet someone, see what birth card they are before you even go on that first date. How does your card relate to their card? Will it be a disaster, boring, intense, or will it be fun, passionate, and promising? Will you be kissing a frog, or will it be the prince or princess you're looking for? The beauty in working with the cards is in the self-discovery of you. Knowing who you are and what you truly want is the best way to find your prince or princess. So there are assumptions about what I do. That I live in the land of woo-woo, sit in darkened rooms with candles and predict the future, or that I do witchy things like spells and hexes. But to me, this is a practical tool, and it is a science. Cardologers are always studying to learn more. So this was just a small snippet of what I do as a cardologer. Hopefully, you'll view playing cards differently the next time you play poker or solitaire. But more importantly, I found that even though the cards help me see who someone is, the real magic is in when we get to talk to people and really know about them in depth. And lastly, I wanted to add in that sometimes, yes, I do the mystical, psychic, witchy things too. Not because I have to as a cardologer, but because that is who I am. Discovering who I am is the best thing that ever happened to me.